Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this session. We had some technical hiccups by the time we reached here. So I welcome you all on behalf of New Education Initiative, NEI, which is a platform for providing education to the underprivileged, below poverty level sections of the society. We hope to reach out to millions of out-of-school, dropout school students. And first attempt is to train our teachers. We have our expert trainer, Dr. K.N. Anandan, with his unique discourse-oriented pedagogy. For all of you who are new to this NEI, I recommend you to visit our website, neiindia.org, to know more about us. Now I will leave the floor to Sister Sabah Sadika. Dr. Sabah, please introduce yourself and take you are the chair of the session. Take the floor.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Very warm welcome to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all. Let's adopt as we go, be playful and curious, and of course, self-responsibility counts a lot. Dear friends, we are born with potential. We are born with goodness and trust. We are born with ideas and dreams. We are born with greatness, and we are born with wings. NIE is there with you all to support you, encourage you, bring confidence in you. So let us all welcome Dr. Anandan, a creator of DOP. I'm not going to speak much about Dr. Anandan because as he goes on speaking, you will come to know what Dr. Anandan is. So without wasting much time, I will request Dr. Anandan to take up the session.
Thank you, Sabah. Yes, Dr. Anandan, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so good evening to everybody, and thank you, Sabah and Base and Akhil. Yeah, and then you have heard that this is about discourse-oriented pedagogy. I'm not going to talk about discourse-oriented pedagogy, but as we go, experiencing it yourself. And also you may think that, this is meant for only English language teachers or language teachers, but it's not like that. As we go forward, you know that it is relevant for every teacher, at any level and any subject she is teaching. Okay, so right away we are going to start the session. We have given a questionnaire. I think most of you have seen that, and most of you have furnished your information also. Thank you for cooperating. Now, more than 1 year, the schools remained closed. God will allow us to start the classes again. Children will come back to our schools, and we'll be teaching them again. Maybe this pandemic might continue for some more time, but let us try to co-live with this epidemic. Now, when children come back to schools after 1 year, and you start teaching again, what are the classroom issues you anticipate? I repeat my question. Even before the pandemic, you are teaching, and probably you may have encountered some classroom issues also. Now, those issues might continue. Please think for a while and see what are the classroom issues that you anticipate when you start teaching again. I request any teacher, to mention one issue Anybody? Because I cannot see you all. You can raise your hand and then I'll see.
Okay, I think one issue will be, like the way children attend now, most of the time they are busy with the indoor activities, they hardly concentrate in the class. Now when they go back to the class, I doubt with how much concentration they will be able to, because they will still want to fiddle with the indoor, with the kind of activities. Like now like the way they attend the classes, just they have logged in and they are doing whatever they want to do.
Okay. So,
Yeah, Nasreen ma'am, please.
Nasreen ma'am, yeah, please.
I just wanted to say good
Yeah. Good evening. This is Nazma Khan. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So that
This
the
is what I
kids
wanted
will
to
be
say.
too lazy. Most of them are sleeping in our classes, in the online classes. And I think this will be the issue in offline classes also.
Okay.
And even concentration issues. For us English teachers, the main thing is 1.5 years they were out of touch with the language. And that will be a big issue. Reteaching them the language again, getting them used to English language.
Somebody else. I have this question, language, I mean English. Somebody else. With this question, we will put different groups. You can discuss in groups and then collate all the issues that you can think about. You'll get 15 minutes to work in the groups.
Yes,
Yeah,
Tabassum?
Yeah, I'm a maths teacher. Okay, since like 3-4 days, I'm taking offline classes. And I found that grade 8 children are unable to recall times table.
Oh.
I'm doing the chapters which are of their level. Example, I'm doing cube and cube roots. To find that, they need to know prime factorization. For that, they should know tables. So even they are confused with 3 and 4 table.
Okay.
Some of them.
So you have to go back,
Yeah. Since 2 days, I'm revising.
The basics
I'm
of
revising.
Yeah. And this could be a problem, in all subjects, probably. So English teachers have spoken, two of you, and mathematics teacher also spoke now. Does any science teacher want to say anything?
Yes, sir. In science, students are unable to recall what is an atom, and still they are unable to identify even spirogyra in 10th standard. They don't even identify what is spirogyra and what all are these.
You have 10th standard students. When they come back to you, what could be the level that you're expecting now? These are all possible issues.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I am Altofar Gufran Khan Salguru from Anjuman Islam Dr. M.I.J. Girls High School, Bandra. कि जब बच्चे लौट कर आएंगे तो सबसे बड़ा तो प्रॉब्लम ये होगा कि उनकी राइटिंग स्पीड है ना बहुत लो हो गई है, क्योंकि अब वो पेपर भी दे रहे हैं तो गूगल फॉर्म में दे रहे हैं, जो कुछ वो लोग अटैचमेंट भी भेज रहे हैं तो टाइम लिमिट कुछ उनको है नहीं, आराम से लिख रहे होंगे और राइटिंग स्किल बहुत उनकी पीछे हो गई है, क्योंकि उनके ऊपर कोई ऐसा है नहीं बंदिश कि उनको अभी इतने वक्त में ये कंप्लीट करना है। कुछ बच्चे तो ऑनलाइन भी बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दे रहे हैं, लेकिन जो नहीं कर पा रहे हैं वो लोगों का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होगा। तो मुझे यही कहना है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक्स अ लॉट।
The lack of previous knowledge that the children were having when they were coming to school is now flushed up. मतलब बिल्कुल खत्म हो चुका है। There is no rapport. Children have become lazy. They are not comfortable, or I don't understand what is the problem actually. They don't want to learn. I mean, I'm sure that how are we going to face them when we are actually going to meet them when the school starts? Thank you.
मैं बच्चों से सवाल किया कि
आपको अब कैसा लग रहा है पढ़ना? और अभी जब आपकी स्कूल खुलेगी तो आएंगे आप लोग। तो आधे बच्चे तो तैयार थे कि आएंगे, लेकिन आधे बच्चे जो हैं वो खामोश थे। तो मैंने कहा ऐसा क्यों? तो बोले गांव में बैठे हैं, पेरेंट्स जो हैं वो हमको ले जाने के लिए मुंबई तैयार नहीं है। पेरेंट्स की हर तरह से अवॉइड कर रहे हैं, ना बच्चों को मोबाइल दिला रहे हैं, ना बच्चों की बात सुन रहे हैं, और सीधा सीधा यही कहते हैं वो कि हाँ जब तब देखेंगे, तब देखेंगे, तब सोचा जाएगा, ऐसा। तो
Sir, I'm Nasreen.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
Nasreen
yes.
Ijaz.
Yeah. go ahead.
I'm the academic counselor of Understand Quran Academy. Earlier also I was teaching, but I was teaching on an online platform. But Alhamdulillah, we have children. We know what is the environment in the in-classroom management and what are the problem we are facing now. So I can analyze the situation. So when they went to classroom, there was a competitive attitude amongst the children. They wanted to answer the teacher, raise hand. And it was like, when they were on face with the teacher. So they had to think and analyze and answer. So that competitive attitude, I think, is gone from the children. Plus, when they have to go back to school, now they have absolutely, most of them, or I'm saying most of them, their time management is very bad. If the class will start at 7:30, they will wake up 7:28. Somehow they will just click on the join link and they will attend the class. So the time management and the getting ready issues, plus communication of the children, I feel has become really weak. They're not interacting with their with their teachers and this thing. So overall, the leadership qualities which children of should have, that is suffering. Unable, the writing skills are also suffering because and plus the competitive attitude, like I said, when they went over there, they had their exam, plus they had the mental stress, I have to finish the paper in this much time. That's all from my side. I think I have covered time management, concentration, less of writing, overall general knowledge suffering, and lack of competitive skills, lack of thinking ability and analysis from
Students, when they are away from the classroom and they are doing it online, how are they doing with their spellings? When they write it, are they doing a lot of mistakes with spellings?
Yeah.
Because of Google, they just type it and autocorrect it and whatever. But when they write it on the pen and paper, how many mistakes are they making? Right?
Okay.
Yeah, Tabassum Sultana here. Like what I noticed is during online classes, many children were like cheating and writing.
Oh.
So that is one of the bad habits which is developed among our children.
So
how to like mend this thing?
So from students' point of view, technology is good.
Somewhere even parents are responsible. Even like parents were writing the answers and they were helping.
You raise the issue. And then let us listen to others also, if at all. Dr. Vase.
Ji.
Now, is it possible to go for teams? No.
Yes, we can go for teams. What do you want? You want to display?
Yeah. Because this enough, individually they have responded to the question.
Okay.
Maybe because when you go to teams or groups, more teachers can be, heard. They will get a chance to pick up.
Akhil, you want to take that?
Akhil, please. So, my dear teachers, it is according to the new educational policy, the foundational course covers 3 pre-primary sessions: nursery, LKG, UKG, and also classes 1 and 2. Next stage is preparatory stage. It is classes 3, 4, and 5. And the next stage, third stage, is middle stage, that is 6, 7, 8. And finally, you have the secondary stage, which combines 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the language we are going to use probably from next year onwards. So anybody in the, this second stage, not pre-primary, the primary stage, that is 3, 4, 5 can speak. Are there any more teachers who want to say something or put across more issues that have been not covered? My dear teachers, the strategy is that, in this program, it is new to you. Here, we don't, at least me, will not teach you anything, will not explain you anything, okay? But we'll keep on asking questions. I can say one sentence. This program is addressing your thinking process. What you teach is not very important for me, whether it is English or mathematics or science. I am concerned with your brain, with your mind. So I want to see how your mind works, how your mind takes up certain challenges, and how do you construct knowledge. Knowledge means knowledge of any subject, maybe language, maybe science, mathematics. It's all, the faculty of the mind. So the training is to augment, empower your mind and help it, facilitate it to construct knowledge in different disciplines, in different domains. And that's why it is a heterogeneous group. We have accommodated all teachers at various levels, starting from pre-primary to secondary, and also different subject teachers are there. But all of you are going to be benefited by this. Okay, I give you one example, just because you are curious to know what will be the outcome. Now, when you are going to launch DOP in your classrooms, whether it is at pre-primary level or the next level, higher level, even secondary level, even in primary classes, grades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, in all the classes, children will be producing their own, written work, different kind of thing. Maybe they will write stories, they will write description, they will write conversations, they will write play scripts, poems. I'm talking about grade 1 child. Now this is not possible. In the present methodology that is being practiced in classrooms, this is not possible. Now you're talking about the classroom issues. Children may have forgotten, you have to reteach. That may not be necessary. When you go back, you can comfortably deal with them, and the very first day onwards, they will be, coming out, with excellent performances. Because initially, maybe 1 week or so, there will be something called bridging gap activities. It will continue. So this, beyond this, I cannot say anything. Okay. But we have to find out. Together we have to discover, first of all, we discover the issues, okay, and create a platform of, okay, these are the possible issues in science, mathematics, language, and so on. After that, we'll examine what could be the causative factors for these issues. Once you identify the issues, we look into the reasons, why these issues are there. Pandemic is there, that's a common thing. But apart from pandemic, some of these issues were there even before the pandemic. Do you agree or not? Do you agree or not?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
some of these issues were
Yes,
there.
sir, agree.
Even before the pandemic, it was there. Some of them were there. So the question remains, whether it is after pandemic or before pandemic, why these issues have happened? Unless you identify the causative factors, the causes, you can't work out any solution for that. Teaching you may continue. You can teach, reteach again, 100 times till they learn. Okay? But that's not the point. So, if these issues were there even before pandemic, there is something serious. And we have to identify that. What could be those reasons? Unless you do that, These issues will continue. Pandemic also may continue. Okay. So to understand that better, we have to go stage by stage, step by step. Right now, I am not going to give you any solution. Solution will evolve as a part of this workshop. We'll find the solutions. Together, we'll find the solutions. Okay. So this is all about it. Okay. And then it's not only teachers, students. The teachers also have to grow. Okay. So if I talk about all these things, then I am questioning my own ideology because I have taken a pledge to myself. I will not teach anything, but I'll ask questions and make you think and discover things. This is a strategy, and that is why this is a different way of dealing with learning. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I want a list of issues. See, at this point, the initial points was, they'll be lazy, they will not be able to concentrate, okay? And then they may have fallen back, maybe 10th standard student may have reached the 8th standard or, during the pandemic. All this is possible. And you are now talking about the parents' disinterest in education, learning, okay? And the problem with writing. Fine. Apart from these, are there anything else? Okay.
Okay. So I think there are endless problems on both the hands of the students as well as the teachers. There are many behavioral patterns that have changed. Their positive attitude and the academically doing better and better, which they were getting from the school, is totally lost nowadays. They were on a proper channel, I think, of getting trained themselves. They were developing good habits, or getting up early in the morning, brushing their teeth and doing their homework regularly, doing their extra co-curricular activities. But now, even learning by sharing and caring is all stopped. There is a total full stop, I think so, in the line of learning. That is my main problem, I think. So this I'm seeing in my children, they are full of, frustration, and they have lost everything. Even they don't respect the teachers nowadays. Thank you.
Okay. So, now, who has spoken now, right now?
Humaira.
Okay. Now, everyone in this group agree to this point?
Please say yes or no.
You can raise your hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Nasrini Jas. Okay, here. I think, sir, since there is no face-to-face communication, there is lack of overall seriousness amongst the students for their academic, what is going to be the consequences. Therefore, there is lack of time management also and disciplinary issues. And since there is no face-to-face communication, they're not facing anyone. So I think there is a lack of competitive attitude also, which is normally seen in the students.
Yes.
So there is less of thinking ability. The children's thinking ability is gradually reducing, and even the way they analyze, and lack of thinking ability and analysis. Since there is lesser communication, so I feel overall general knowledge of the student is also suffering.
Yeah. So, is it an agreeable point for all of you? Does everyone believe that thinking ability has been affected? Raise your hand.
Yes.
Any difference of opinion?
Well, I have a contrary opinion, Dr. Anandan.
Yes, please.
While all these issues are there, because they got exposed to technology and exposed to more information than what they would have got in the class, actually their knowledge has expanded. May not be in the subject, may not be in the syllabus, but overall they have become more clever, more intelligent as far as information is concerned.
Okay. Yeah, you made your point. People talk about that also. The problem with the small children is, okay, there is an abundance of material, then unable to decide what to choose, what to play with. So they keep on, browsing, going from one thing to other thing like that. Yeah. So when you work on online, learning, we have to see how we can address that. But there's
Miss Salma Begum, she says instead of learning from textbooks, they Google and they write.
Okay.
And Dr. Shoaib saying information is not knowledge.
True. We'll sort it out later. I mean, the problem is how do you differentiate information from knowledge? I agree with Dr. Shoaib. I've been saying that many times. It's a very important point and very important shift also. Okay. And we are going to materialize that shift. Not only this, there are many other areas where you need to have a total change, So, as I said, we are going systematically. Have we reached a consensus on all the issues, possible issues?
Apparently,
if you say yes, we'll continue.
Apparently, yes.
Apparently. It's not only apparently, okay? So, you have an exhaustive list of issues, which nobody can see now. Okay, it will be, collated. There will be certain repetitions anyway.
There is one remark, Dr. Anandan from Sadek. He says, self-paced learning has developed because of this online. In class, everyone is treated with the same thing. Because of online, the student as per their own capacity, self-paced learning has developed.
Yeah, so Dr. Shoaib would feel happy. Always we say, instead of giving them fish, help them to catch fish.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Shoaib, have they started catching fish through online learning?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good, yeah, that's true. That's true. But there are many, who don't have access to all these, things. We'll sort that issue later. So, can you, conclude this sharing of issues? As I told you, how do I know the consolidated list of these issues? Because the training is specifically addressing these issues. Unless I have a complete picture of what these issues are, it is going to drastically affect the training modules.
So you want all these responses as a feedback?
Yeah, in a written format. So I can work on that. I can incorporate that into the coming sessions. Because this is a kind of needs analysis. Okay? It's a kind of needs analysis. A part of the analysis we have already made through the Google form from their responses. But it's in addition to that. So if anybody thinks that there is an issue that has not been mentioned, please mention that. Otherwise we'll stop here. Okay? So
go ahead.
Please.
Go ahead.
Please.
Okay, thank you. I think when children had a disciplined life, they were able to prioritize things. Okay, this is first I have to do. This is more important for me. Now, since they are leading a casual life, I see there is a lack of ability to prioritize things. So this is important for me. They are doing what they want to do at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
There is one more remark, Dr. Anandan, that says a student, she passed 12th standard science, but didn't get a chance to use physics lab. So lacking practical knowledge, only theoretical. That is another issue.
Yeah, that's a big issue. We have all the theories. If at all, the textbook gives you can read and memorize. But that won't have any application. Well, in a sense, that problem has been there even before pandemic.
I see.
I have come across several schools where children have no experience in the lab, whether it is physics lab or science lab, but they focus on the textbook. Okay.
Dr. Anand, there is one more, especially for the working parents. If both father and mother they are working, then their children are left on their own mercy attending online classes. They are not attending classes; they are doing videos, YouTube, games, and all that. This is a big issue.
Yeah. So here I can see 65 are there in this team.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the other teams then? Yeah, so my question I repeat to all the teachers. Do you think that we have completed all the issues? Because there's another session on this. Identifying the reasons for this issue. Issue is something, the causative factors are a different thing. For example, laziness is an issue, but the reason for that, probably you can say pandemic, they were not going anywhere, sitting at home, like that. So every issue can be connected to a certain factor. We are going to analyze that. My dear participants, we are going to give you a self-assessment tool. This session was on identifying the classroom issues. Is that clear? Okay. So you have raised several issues. Now you reflect on this. What was your participation in the identification of the issues in this session? You just look at the questions, very few questions, and just enter your rating that. Says module 1, my participation in the session on identifying classroom issues. This is the title. And there are only 3 questions. You can rate it as each question either excellent, good, satisfactory, or poor.
Dear participants, you have experienced module 1 of the training session identifying the classroom issues. You have also submitted your responses in the self-assessment tool, rating your participation in the training session. Now you have to rate the conduct of the session. You can rate as excellent, good, satisfying, or disappointing. Please respond to the questions given and send your feedback to the course coordinator. Thank you.